Welcome students. I am P. Manivannan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Government College of Engineering, Sri Rangam, Trichy. In this video for the third year BE Computer Science students for the paper MA 8551 Algebra and Number Theory, Unit number 2 Finite Field and Polynomials. In this video, we discuss the topics divisors of a polynomial, division algorithm, the remainder theorem and the factor theorem and its some problems. Definition: divisor or a factor of a polynomial. What is the divisor? Let f be a field. F of x and g of x belongs to the polynomial ring f of x. Here polynomial field, okay, f of x, where f of x is not a zero polynomial. F of x is not zero the polynomial. We call f of x as a divisor or factor of g of x. If there exists h of x belongs to capital F of x with f of x into h of x is equal to g of x. G of x has the divisors f of x and h of x. These two are the factors of g of x. In this situation, f of x divides g of x and g of x is a multiple of f of x. G of x is the multiple of f of x. Like 2 into 3 equal to 6. 2 is a factor of 6 and also 3 is also a factor of 6. 6 is the multiple of 2. Like this is statement here. These are numbers, these are polynomials. That's all. Okay. The next one, example, let f of x equal to x minus 3, g of x equal to 7x square minus 2x, 7x cube minus 2x square plus 5x minus 2. Then find the quotient and the remainder when g of x is divided by f of x. Here f of x and g of x belongs to q of x. What is the meaning of q of x? Q is the rational, or r of x or c of x. Given f of x equal to x minus 3 and g of x equal to 7x cube minus 2x square plus 5x minus 2. Dividing these two, 7x cube minus 2x square plus 5x minus 2, the outer term is x minus 3. X into 7 is, 1 into 7 is 7. So we put 7 here. So x into x squared is x cube. So multiplying these two, 7x cube minus 21 x square. Subtracting we get, this is minus, it is plus. So these two terms eliminated. Then it is 19. So 19x. 19x is square plus 5x. 19x square plus 5x. So 19x square minus 57x. Subtracting we get 62x. This minus 2 is put here. So we put 62 into x minus 3, we get 62x minus 186. Subtracting we get, here it is plus symbol, it is minus symbol. So 184. Therefore q of x is, this term is q of x quotient. This is the remainder r of x. Multiplying these two, multiplying the quotient and this factor, this term, not factor, this term plus remainder, we get the q of, g of x. Similarly, given f of x equal to this term and g of x equal to this, under the polynomial z7 of x, find the quotient and the remainder when g of x is divided by f of x. By the previous problems, we solve this problem by inside 6x power 4 plus 4x cube plus 5x squared plus 3x plus 1. The outer term is 3x squared plus 4x plus 2. 3 into 2 is 6. So 2x square. We get this minus symbol minus minus. 4 minus 1 is 3. Here 5 minus 4 is 1. Then 3x down, 3x cube. Here 3x squared. So we put multiply by x. So 3x cube, x into 4x is 4x squared, x into 2 is 2x. Subtracting, we get 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4, it is equal to minus 3. Under Z7, minus is not allowed. So minus 3 plus 7, it is equal to 4. So we put here 4. It is 3 minus 2, it is 1. Then this 1. Here 4. So 3 multiplication. What is the remainder is 4. So 3 into 0 is 0. 3 into 1 is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 3 is 9. 9 is equal to 2 under mod 7. Under mod 7. It is not equal to 4. So 3 into 4 is 12. 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. It is not equal to 4. 3 into 5 equal to 15. 15 is the remainder is 1. 3 into 6, 18. The remainder is 4. Okay. So 3 into 6, we get 4x cube. Sorry, 4x square. 6 into 4 is 24. 24 divided by 7. 3, 21. Remainder is 3. Remainder is we put here. Okay. 3. 6 into 2, 10. 10 by 7, 1 times. So the remainder is 3. Sorry, 2 into 6, 12, not 10. The remainder is 5. So we here put 5. Subtracting, we get 4 minus 4, 0. 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. It is equal to minus 2. It is equal to minus 2 plus 7. It is equal to 5. So here 5. 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Minus 3 is, sorry, here 1 minus 5. It is equal to minus 4. Minus 4 plus 7. It is equal to 3. So here 3. Therefore the quotient is, what is the quotient? 2x square plus x plus 6. The remainder is 5x plus 3. The remainder is 5x plus 3. Multiplying this value, we get this answer. What is this? 2x square plus x plus 6. We get the answer. Then the next one is division algorithm theorem. Let f of x is not equal to 0 and g of x be a polynomial in a capital F of x, then there exists a unique polynomial q of x into q of x and r of x belong to f of x such that g of x equal to q of x into f of x plus r of x, where r of x equal to 0 or degree of r of x is less than degree of f of x. Proof. Given f of x is not equal to 0 and g of x belongs to capital F of x. Consider the set g of x minus t of x into f of x such that t of x belonging to capital F of x. Consider this collection of elements. We consider as a set. If 0 belongs to yes, if 0 belongs to yes, then what is the meaning? Then for some t of x belongs to f of x, this value be 0. So g of x minus t of x into f of x is equal to 0, which implies g of x equal to t of x into f of x. Then comparing these two terms, we get q of x equal to f of x and q of x equal to t of x and r of x equal to 0. Therefore, we have g of x equal to q of x into f of x plus r of x. If 0 not belongs to yes, then the non-zero elements exist in yes. If 0 not belongs to yes, then there exists non-zero elements in yes. Among these elements in yes, we can find an element R of x in S which is least degree. If there exists a non-zero element, we get one element with the least degree. Take it as R of x. By well ordering principle. Since R of x is not equal to 0, the result following R of x is not equal to 0, it is the least degree. So degree of R of x is less than degree of f of x by this statement. If not, if it is true, then the given statement is true. If it is not, let degree of R of x is greater than degree of f of x. Let R of x equal to, take this as R of x and also take this as f of x. Here f of x is degree is greater than this condition. R of x degree is n, f of x degree is m. So R n greater than or equal to m, Define h of x is equal to R of x minus an b m power minus 1 into x power n minus m into f of x. Take this as f of x, h of x. Define this as, here R of x is what? From the previous statement, this is R of x. This element are, then f of x is this. Multiplying these terms into inside, we get this. We get this term and etc. Multiplying this into this term, we get this. What is this value? 1. So it is an. Here these two terms is cancelled, x power n. It have minus symbol, it have plus symbol. So this term is eliminated. So this element have maximum power is n minus 1, x power n minus 1. Therefore degree of h of x is less than n, degree of R of x, which is a contradiction, since R of x is the least degree polynomial. Here h of x is the least degree. Since R of x belongs to S, R of x equal to g of x minus q of x into f of x. Therefore h of x is equal to, here put R of x is this element and simplifying this, taking f of x as outside. Therefore it is equal to h of x equal to g of x into g of x minus p of x into f of x, where p of x is this bracket term. This belongs to f of x. Therefore h of x belongs to S and the degree of h of x is less than degree of R of x, which is a contradiction to the fact that degree of R of x is minimum. Therefore degree of R of x is less than degree of f of x. Thus we have the existence part, g of x equal to q of x into f of x plus R of x, where R of x equal to 0 or degree of R of x is less than degree of. For the uniqueness part, let us assume g of x is equal to q1 of x into f of x plus r1 of x is equal to q2 of x into f of x plus r2 of x. G of x can be written as two possible ways, where r1 of x equal to 0 or degree of r1 of x is less than degree of f of x by the first part. The second one is r of x is equal to 0 or degree of r2 of x is less than degree of f of x. Take q1 of x into f of x to right side and r2 of x taken into left side. We get q2 of x minus q1 of x into f of x equal to r1 of x minus r2 of x. If possible, take q2 of x minus q1 of x is not equal to 0, then multiplying this term into f of x, its degree must be greater than or equal to degree of f of x. Therefore by this result, degree of r1 of x minus r2 of x is greater than or equal to degree of f of x, which is a contradiction. why degree of R1 of x is less than degree of f of x. These degrees are less than, so its subtraction is also less than degree of f of x, which is the, but here greater than or equal to, so it is a contradiction. So it is the contradiction for what? For this statement. Therefore it is equal to 0. Therefore q1 of x equal to q2 of x. Substituting in this result, we get r1 of x minus r2 of x is equal to 0, which implies r1 of x equal to r2 of x. Therefore q of x and r of x are unique, hence the uniqueness part. The polynomial q of x and r of x in the division algorithm are called the quotient and remainder in the division of g of x by f of x. The remainder theorem, let f be a field, a belongs to f and f of x belongs to capital F of x, then the remainder in the division of f of x by x minus a is f of a. Put x equal to a, it is the remainder. Given f of x belongs to capital F of x and a belongs to f, then x minus a belongs to f of x. A is an element, so x minus a is a polynomial, so it is belongs to f of x. By the division algorithm, f of x equal to some q of x into x minus a plus r of x, where r of x equal to 0 or degree of r of x is less than degree of x minus a. Degree of x minus a is 1. Therefore degree of r of x equal to 0. Why? Degree of x minus a is 1. It is less than 1. So only the chance is degree of r of x equal to 0. Therefore r of x equal to r. Since degree is 0, therefore it is a constant, which implies put x equal to r of x equal to r. We get q of x into x minus a plus r. Put x equal to a, we get, put x equal to a, this term become a minus a, this 0, this q of a into 0 is 0, it is equal to r. Therefore f of a equal to r. F of a is the remainder, r is the remainder, hence the remainder is f of a. It is the remainder theorem and also its proof. Then the factor theorem. Let f be a field, a belongs to f and f of x belongs to capital F of x. Then a is a root of f of x if and only if x minus a is a factor. It is the condition if and only if. Given f of x belongs to capital F of x and a belongs to f, which implies x minus a belongs to f of x. If x minus a is a factor, the first part, if x minus a is a factor, then f of x is equal to x minus a into some multiples q of x. Since f of x is a have the factor x minus a, put x equal to a, we get f of a equal to 0. Since a minus a is 0, f of a equal to 0, then the root condition is the remainder is 0, f of a equal to 0. Therefore a is a root, a is a root. Conversely, a belongs to f be a root. Let a belongs to f be a root. What is the condition for the root? F of a equal to 0, the remainder equal to 0, the remainder equal to 0. By the division algorithm, f of x equal to q of x into x minus a plus r. Here f of a equal to 0, we get, put x equal to a, we get f of x equal to, put x equal to a, we get r equal to 0. Since f of a equal to 0, therefore put r equal to 0 in this step, we get f of x equal to q of x into x minus a. Hence x minus a is a factor. Since f of x is a multiple of x minus a, therefore x minus a is a factor of f of x. Then example, if f of x equal to x power 7 minus 6x power 5 plus 4x power 4 minus x square plus 3x minus 7 belongs to q of x. What is the term q? Q is the rational set. Find the remainders when f of x is divided by x minus 2 and x plus 1. When given f of x, this term The coefficients are belongs to 0. F of x is divided by x minus 2. The remainder is f of 2. Therefore, f of 2 is equal to, put x equal to 2. We get minus 5. Similarly, x plus 1. X plus 1 equal to 0. So, put x equal to minus 1. So, f of minus 1 is equal to, simplifying this value, we get minus 2. Therefore, minus 2 is the remainder. What is the remainder when f of x is divided by x minus 1? F of x is this polynomial. Its coefficients must be lie in Z5. When f of x is divided by x minus 1, what is the condition for what is equal to x minus 1? It is x plus 4. How? How it is possible? Minus 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 5. It is equal to 4. There, divided by x minus 1, the remainder is f of 1. Simplifying these values, we get 9. 9 equal to 4. Therefore, the remainder is 4. Similarly, divided by this polynomial by x minus 2. The value is 27 under mod 5. Under mod 5, the remainder is 2. Therefore, the remainder is 2. 27 divided by 5. 5, 25. The remainder is 2. Put here only the remainder. Similarly, we get for this problem, the remainder is 0. What is the condition? When the remainder is 0, then this term is a factor of the given polynomial. It is the given of the factor of the polynomial. Factor for the polynomial. Then example 5, find the remainder when it is divided by x minus 1. So g of 1 equal to 0. Therefore, it is a factor. By the factor theorem, g of x equal to x minus 1 into. Now we moving to the next important theorem. If f of x belongs to capital F of x, what is here f? F is a field. Is a field. If f of x belongs to capital F of x has degree n greater than or equal to 1, then f of x has at most n roots. At most n roots in f. Given f of x belongs to f of x of degree n, where n greater than or equal to 1. We prove this theorem by mathematical induction on degree of f. If f of x has degree 1, that is n equal to 1, then f of x equal to ax plus b, where a comma b belongs to f with a not equal to 0. Since its degree is 1. Since f is a field, then this element is belongs to f. How we find this element? Ax plus b equal to 0, ax equal to minus b, x equal to minus b by a. It is the root for this polynomial. Okay. Since a and b are belongs to f, it is a field. Therefore, every non-zero element have a multiplicative inverse. So a inverse belongs to f. A inverse into f belonging to f. Since the multiplication of two elements in f, since f is closed under multiplication, here minus. What is the condition for f? It is a additive inverse of this element. Additive inverse of a inverse b is minus a inverse b. So it is belongs to f. Put this element in this equation. We get a into minus a inverse b. This term is simplified to minus 1. So minus b plus b is equal to 0. Therefore, this value is 0. Therefore, f of x has at least one root in f. So it is equal to 0. So at least one root. If it is have two roots, then what is the condition for? Condition f of c1 is also equal to 0. Put this equation a c1 plus b equal to 0. and also C2 is a root. F of C2 equal to 0, which implies A C2 plus B equal to 0. These two are equal 0. So simplifying, we get and eliminating A. So C1 equal to C2. Then what is the condition? The cancellation laws are hold C1 equal to C2. Therefore, for these equations, only one root. Since C1 and C2 are equal, if possible, we assume two roots. It is not possible. Why? C1 equal to C2. Therefore, this polynomial has exactly one root. Therefore, by the induction hypothesis, the first part is over. Then the second part is what? Assume this polynomial of degree k. The given statement is true. That is, any polynomial of degree k greater than or equal to 1 has at most k roots. At most k roots. Then what is the third part? This is the second part. What is the third part? Consider a polynomial of degree k plus 1. If f of x has no roots in f, then the above theorem is true. Why? It is the at most k plus 1 roots. Here it have no roots. It is the clear strip. The above theorem is true. Otherwise, let r belongs to f be a root of f of x. Then what is the condition for root? F of r equal to 0. By the factor theorem, f of x equal to x is r is a root. Therefore, x minus r is a factor. Therefore, f of x equal to x minus r into g of x. Here it is x power 1. So it maximum power is k. So g of x is of degree k. By the induction hypothesis, g of x has the at most k roots. Since r belongs to f is a root of f of x, it is a root of f of x and it is a root of f of x. G of x has at most k roots. Therefore, here one root, here k root. Therefore, f of x has at most k plus 1 roots. By the principle of mathematical induction, the above theorem is true for all n greater than or equal to 1. Then the example, let f of x equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9 belongs to r of x. Then f of x has at most 2 roots. Has at most 2 roots. The roots are 3 and 3. Here 3 is a root of multiplicity 2. In addition, the f of x is equal can be written as x minus 3 into x minus 3. Factorization into two first degree polynomial or linear factors. Given g of x equal to x squared plus 4 belongs to r of x. Then g of x has no real roots. But the above theorem is not contradicted. What is the above theorem? It have at most 2 roots. Not exactly 2 roots. Have at most 2 roots. Okay. If r of x is replaced by c of x, the roots are x squared plus 4 equal to 0. So x squared equal to minus 4. So x equal to plus or minus 2i. Therefore, the roots are 2i and minus 2i. Therefore, the given polynomial g of x can be factorized as x minus 2i into x plus 2i. The another one example, h of x equal to x squared plus 2x plus 6 belong to z7 of x. Then h of 2 is what? H of 2 is, what is h of 2? H of 2 is equal to 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 6 equal to 4 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 14. 14 equal to 0 under mod 7. Similarly, h3 equal to 0. Therefore, these are the roots. These are the roots. It is z7. 7 is prime. Therefore, it is a field. z7 is a field. Integral domain also field. Here, h of x is equal to x minus 2 into x minus 3. Take it as a factors. multiplying this value we get this answer. Minus 5 is equal to minus 5 plus 7, it is equal to 2. Here it is 2. We already seen the polynomial x squared plus 3x plus 2 have 4 roots in Z6. It is not contradiction to the above theorem, since Z6 is not a field, since here Z7 is a field. Field have at most n roots, but not a field have many roots up to 6. It is possible. Okay. Also, x square plus 3x plus 2 is equal to x plus 1 into x plus 1 into x plus 2, and also equal to x plus 4 into x plus 5 have two distinct factorization. This polynomial have two distinct factorization, but this field have unique factorization. Okay. If R is an integral domain, then prove that f of x is a unit in R of x. If f of x is a unit in R of x, what is the unit? What is the condition for unit? Unit is it have the multiplicative inverse. Then f of x is a constant and is a unit in R. Then f of x is a constant. To prove if f of x is unit in R of x, then f of x is a constant in R, where R is an integral domain. Let R be a ring with unity U if A belongs to R and there exists B belongs to R such that AB equal to BA equal to U. Then B is called the multiplicative inverse of A and A is called the unit of R. They have the multiplicative inverse, then it is called unit element. Here B is also unit. Here given f of x is a unit, so f of x is unit in R. There exists g of x in R of x such that f of x into g of x is equal to 1. Since R is an integral domain, f of x into g of x is equal to 1. The degree of f of x into g of x is equal to degree of 1. Taking degree on both sides, we get degree of 1 is 0. What is the in integral domain? This multiplication degree is degree of f of x plus degree of g of x. Therefore, degree of f of x equal to every degree is greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, both the degree must be equal to 0. Degree of f of x equal to 0 and the degree of g of x is equal to 0. Therefore, once the degree is 0, then the polynomial must be constant. Every constant element is units in R. Hence, f of x is a constant and is a unit. F of x is a constant and is a unit. Hence, this example. Then, next one example. How many units are there in the ring Z5 of x? How many rings are in the ring Z7 of x? Zp of x? What are the result? By the above example, Z5 and Z5 of x have the same units when Z5 is an integral domain. Okay. For any n belongs to Z plus n greater than or equal to 1, there are pi of n units. Pi of n units. What is the condition for pi of n? For each prime, pi of p equal to p minus 1. For each prime, pi of p equal to p minus 1. Here 5 is prime, so 5 minus 1 is 4. Therefore, it have 4 units in Z5. Similarly, 7 is prime, so it have 6 units by the previous result. Similarly to previous result, it have 6. P is prime, so it have p minus 1 units. P minus 1 units. Then the example, f of x equal to x cube plus 5x squared plus 2x plus 6 belongs to Z7 of x. Determine all the roots in Z7 and also write it as a product of first degree polynomial. Solution, Z7 is 0 to 6. If f of x belongs to capital F of x and a belongs to f, the remainder in the division is given by f of x equal to f of x by x minus a is f of a. The remainder is f of a. Okay, here f of x equal to, given this, put f of 0 equal to, first put f of 0 which is 6 not equal to 0, and not equal to 0 means, what is the result? Not equal to 0 means x equal to 0 is not a root, not a root. Put x equal to 1, we get 14, 14 equal to 0 under mod 7. Okay, the remainder is 0, therefore x equal to 1 is a root. Put x equal to 2, we get 3, this is not equal to 0, therefore it is not a root. Put x equal to 3, we get 84 equal to 0, multiple of 7, therefore x equal to 3 is a root. Similarly 4, the answer is 158 divided by 7, the remainder is 4, it is not equal to 0, therefore it is not a root. Put x equal to 5, we get 266, it is equal to 0 under mod 7, therefore x equal to 5 is a root. Then put x equal to 6, we get 4 on 4, it is equal to 1, it is not equal to 0, therefore it is not a root. Therefore the roots are x equal to 1, x equal to 3, x equal to 5. Therefore these are the 3 roots of this polynomial. Since is at 7, so it is a field, it is a field, therefore it at most have 3 roots, they have at most 3 roots. Now it has the product of first degree polynomials are multiplying the roots into the factor x minus 1, x minus 3, x minus 5, which is equal to minus 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 7, it is equivalent to 6. So x plus 6, x plus 4, x plus 2 is also correct. Then it is the homework. F of x equal to x power 7 minus x belongs to z7 of x. Determine all the roots in z7 and f of x as a product of first degree polynomial. The roots are 0 to 6, we have to prove, and f of x is equal to the product of first degree polynomial. It has this. Thank you.